Hi everyone, this is your Sussex County chiropractor, Dr. Will Holdsworth from Pain Relief Chiropractic. I'm here with George today, who came in here with low back pain. He's experiencing it over in his left SI joint, right over here, and he's feeling it more when he raises his leg, and noticed it especially when he was tying his shoes this morning. Came out of nowhere, just woke up with it. He's attributing it to doing a little bit of like light labor work. Was that around the house? Or?
Some more things around the house, spring cleaning and moving things around and cleaning up generally, and lawn care.
Okay, gotcha. So he's in here today. We're going to do some relief for him. Going to adjust his low back. I'm going to adjust his hip as well. And we're going to do some muscle work around that area. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, let's start out on your stomach. And so with George's thing, this is a very common thing that I see here in this office, which is why we're filming this treatment. So what we're first going to do is we're going to work out his glutes, because the glutes, when they're tight, can really affect the left SI joint or the right. In this case, it's his left. So if you want to come over here and take a look, what we're doing is we're just loosening up the glutes with this muscle work. I'm applying a light amount of pressure while moving his leg. We're shortening the muscle, pinning down and lengthening it out. Is the pressure okay, George?
It's good.
It's good. And so with George, he's not feeling any pain when he's just standing. He's feeling it more when he's doing those motions that I spoke about. But when you are doing those motions, George, like when you were tying your shoes this morning, what was the pain, 0 to 10 scale, when you were tying your shoes?
It was 8 or 9. It was very painful.
8 or 9.
Very sharp.
Very sharp pain. Nothing going into the legs. Just staying in that one spot.
Staying in the one spot, slightly up into the back.
Okay. And nothing else is going on? No neck pain, no headaches, knee pain?
No.
No. Okay. And was it like when you were bending forward to tie your shoes? Were you sitting down when you tie your shoes?
Sitting down, first putting socks on.
Okay.
So picking my foot up to put my sock on, I almost couldn't do it. It was that painful.
Okay. Surprised you didn't just put on some flip-flops.
Maybe if the sun was shining.
Maybe if it was.
It was 32 degrees this morning. It was a little too cold for
Was it
flip-flops.
32?
Yes.
Jeez, that's pretty cold for this time of year. How's the pressure here?
Feels good.
Good. This is for his hamstrings, so I'm just putting a little bit of pressure here, shortening and lengthening the hamstring. Very simple. And what I do next is I'm just going to check and see how his joints are moving. So I'm putting my hands down here to feel where his sacrum is. Sacrum feels pretty good. It's more the SI joint itself, so we really kind of focus on the ilium for when we're working on the SI joint. The SI joint, as you can probably figure out, is short for sacroiliac, so sacrum, ilium, joint. We're feeling here now and getting into his lumbar spine. A little tight, especially more so on the left, and moving on up and feeling the rest of it. Kind of locked up in here. For a lot of low back pain, we want to go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Good. We want to loosen that TL junction, the thoracolumbar junction. Breathe in and out. Because a lot of like stubborn back pain, low back pain specifically, if we don't get the thoracolumbar joint moving well, that area, then it can still just keep bothering the low back. Breathe in and out here, George. All the way out. Excellent work. Good. One more here, in and out. Good. I'm going to do a little bit of mobility here for the low back. Let me know if this pressure's okay, if the motion's all right. How we doing?
Good.
Good. So I like to do this first before we adjust the low back. This way we get the muscles to kind of relax a little bit, so that when the adjustment goes in, it goes in more smoothly. I'm grabbing his right hip and just putting a little gentle pressure here in his lumbar spine. This muscle is usually tight in people with low back pain. It's the quadratus lumborum, named as such because it's a square-shaped muscle in the lumbar spine. do the other side too. Pressure good on this side as well?
Yes.
Good. Okay, George, let's go ahead and roll over onto your back. I'm going to do first is I'm going to adjust his hip joint. This is the spot where his femur attaches to his ilium. Just relax this leg. We're going to do a light pull on it. Get a nice adjustment in this area, all right? Let your leg go heavy. Good, and let it go heavy again. There you go, and let it go heavy once more. There you go, good. We're going to bend this knee. And we'll cross your arms. If you could rotate toward me from here, perfect. And if you want to swing around, what we're doing here is we're going to get the adjustment in here. Go ahead and breathe in and then out. Good, good. Gonna go flat on your back again. And we're going to bend this knee. And this is the side that's bothering him. And we're going to just get the end range, breathe in and out again. Good. Flat on your back. Now George's favorite part is the neck adjustment, right?
Yes, it is.
We've worked together a couple times now, and when George comes in here, he gets a real good release in his neck. Really likes the way that it feels and the way it feels afterward. So we're just loosening muscles first. Checking range of motion. So he goes this far this way, and he kind of stops there. So, with George, he's restricted rotating this way, so when I turn his head to the right, he doesn't go as far as he does to when he goes to the left. So that's an indication that he needs an adjustment on the upper left of his neck, because if you look, before I adjust, we're actually encouraging that motion. So we encourage motion into the joint restriction. We already got a release, and that's all we have to do. If you could swing over to this side, I'll show you the adjustment on this side. We're doing on the lower right because, once again, he kind of stops there, and this side is like more fluid. We'll post check. Now he's moving a ton that way. A little bit more restricted on the way bottom. Spot, and that's it. Now let's go ahead and lay on your side. We're going to face Mary over here actually. We're going to do a little more muscle work on this spot in his low back. You're going to bend your right knee, please. The left leg is going to wind back like you're punting a ball, and then you're going to go forward, and you may want to move a little bit, Mary, and then go all the way out. Good, and then back and forth like that, and this loosens up his quadratus lumborum muscle. Pressure's okay, George?
Yes.
Good. Got 3 more. And 1 more here. Okay. Now we're going to keep the leg straight, and then you're going to bring your knee up to your chest. So bring that left knee up to your chest and back down. Pressure still good?
Yes.
Good. This is for his glute med, his glute medius, another muscle that's chronically tight with SI pain. Do 1 more. Okay, George. Let's come above the table. And I'd like you to kind of take a second and do the motion that you were doing this morning when you were putting your socks on and when you were tying your shoes. Let's see if there's still pain.
No. No.
Gone?
It's all gone. I couldn't even get that far. I had to bend over and put my foot on something to be able to do it, because the pain would be back here and shoot up towards the shoulder.
And it was in the shoulder too.
Well, halfway up, but like coming up on a diagonal across the back.
And there's nothing in the
Now
shoulder
there's
now?
nothing. No, there's nothing. And then back in here, it was starting to feel sore.
Yeah.
So now that's gone. Just doing that last punt, and then with the knee, I felt it go away. There was like a hardness or a tightness back here.
Like in the hip?
Over on this side.
Yeah. Do me a favor too. Let's try standing up and just put your foot on the table like that. I want to see if that's gone too.
Oh yeah.
And try the other side.
Yeah, I couldn't do that this morning.
Great. Awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
that's it for us. This is George. I'm Dr. Will
Thank you.
Holdsworth from Pain Relief Chiropractic, your Sussex County chiropractor. Thanks. Have a good day.